Hello and welcome Pixels! 25 Games is here, and today I want to continue with my HeyCard tutorial. This is part 4 and I will care about the finishing of this modeling process here. I want to tidy up everything, and I want to combine things and just start really to create a UV layout so that everything is unfolded and that I can assign a material to this. And yeah, this video is recorded with the video editing tool CAMTASIA 2019 from TechSmith. If you're searching for a good recording software, just try CAMTASIA 2019. And yeah, let's start with the HeyCard modeling process here. If we go to the side view and if we enable our view planes, then you see that we have created very much so far, and we have just several stuff which is missing. So here the top part here and this part here, and I was watching this concept and I was thinking about it again, and I thought that with this concept has some lack of logic. So we see that this is the moving part, so this part here will give the HeyCard the direction where this will move. So the animal is going to the left or the right side, and then this whole part here will move to this direction as well. And first we need as well a connection to the HeyCard, to the back of this as well, because there is still nothing which is connected. So this is just a flying object so far, and we need to build up a logical construct. As well, it is a little bit strange that this part, which should be movable, is yeah, it is limited in movement with these things here. But yeah, maybe there is an angle or a joint which can be moved so that this is static, but this whole process can move to front and back view, and this is going with it. Yeah, though sometimes the concept is the one thing that, but if you want to make it realistic, then you need to think about this. And yeah, but anyway, let's continue here, and I will just connect this now, and then later we'll create the top part here, and then I will start with the UV layout. Sorry. So you see that this part here is missing, and I will just bring the 3D cursor to 0. So where is our 3D cursor? We have here the 3D cursor, and now it's at 0. If you missed my video tutorial the last week, this is exactly about 3D cursor and the origin of objects, and then this will help you for modeling. Okay, this is a little bit too big, and I will move it. Sorry, I will move it somewhere here, and probably here. Just this is a basic adjustment for this place here. I want to have this a little bit bigger, so maybe like this, and move it more to the top. Is this logical? I think so. So let me think about this. If this is a movable object, this should be round, basically. This should be round. So let's bring the snap, the 3D cursor to selected, so it is here again, and I will delete it. So I have immediately the 3D cursor here, and I want to create here a cylinder, probably with just, let's create a one with 8. The radius is a little bit too big for sure, and the depth as well too much. No, maybe this. And it is okay with those many sides. So I want to create a movable object which is connected to the top part, to the back part of the hay cart, and is as well connected to this one. So and this should be massive because this have to carry a lot of weight. So I will modify this later, but so far it's okay. First, bring this down till this position. Yes, so this should hold everything. Then I will invert it a little bit, like this, and extrude it to the inner part. So this is good, I guess. I think this is fine. The next part will be switching to edit mode. Probably maybe I need to split it. Maybe I need to split everything and then mirror just this, so I don't have to do the same thing again and again. Yeah, let's do this. Let's use the mirror modifier as well here. Oops, this was a little bit too much. We just need those faces here. Oops, this was as well. So we need this here. Okay, and then we add the mirror modifier, which is here. Okay, save it. Then the next thing is I need to check out where is everything. And I want to bring this face here. Sorry. I want to bring this face to this direction. So we need to enable this one here. This is as well possible with Shift Tabulator. And we want to snap to vertex. So if I G and with the middle mouse button, yep, and then again with the little mouse button to this, so this is looking better. Let's control it. Yes, this is exactly what I wanna, but maybe I wanna move this more to the center of this, or maybe tilt to this position here. Or maybe the whole thing here. Oh, let's disable this snapping function again. So yeah, this would be good. So this part is holding everything, and this part is connected to the top part here. Or is this maybe too much? Let's I think I need to bring this down. So this is this one, and then I will delete this one, and I need to bring this. Maybe we need to duplicate this just. And we need to check out where our backface culling is. So where is the faces which are visible. So just go here in this little icon here and enable backface culling. Then you'll see that the backside is transparent and the visible side is solid. And this is as well here, but we need to flip this normals now because we need those faces on this side. So just press Control Alt plus N. Sorry, left, right, maybe here. Right is better, maybe. So we need to press Control Alt plus N and flip normals. So they are now on this side. This is perfect. Now enable snapping again and bam. This is hopefully connected. Yes. And this is what I wanted. And let's go to edge selection and just extrude. Let's leave this side here and I will bring this up. And this is enough. And this is my important part here, because we want to have this is the correct thing for this, and this is the connecting part for this. Alright, but I will move it a little bit more to this side and will give it more space here, like this. I think this is fine. Alright, so this is now connected and everything is fine, and I think it looks good as well. And the only thing what we need to do now is to create this stuff here. So we are creating now this part here, and this will be pretty simple. I just wanna again here the 3D cursor. So go here and right click and snap vertex cursor to selected, so that the 3D cursor is right now here. Then I go back to object mode or deselect everything and create again a cylinder, which should have only 5 sides. So it's 85 is a little bit too much, yes, so 5 is totally fine. The rotation should be on the x-axis on 90 degrees. And I will move it, so epsilon, so I will bring it somewhere here, scale it down or make it longer, whatever. This should be smaller again. Way smaller, but this should be a good length. So the position somewhere here, probably. Yes. How long is it actually? This is a good question, no? So this should be fine. Let's check it out again from above, and I don't want to have too much of this, maybe just this one. So 1, 2, 3, and the last part will be iron. So this should be working. And now I want to maybe scale this up a little bit, but without the epsilon direction. Or should we make this without the epsilon direction? Extrude. scale, shift epsilon. Yep. It's not 100% okay, but it's pretty much okay. But this should be fine. So yes. Again, control this from the inside. So for example, this one, you see that this is not very beautiful, but I think this is totally fine and I'm happy with the results so far. The only thing is I want to have the origin somewhere here. This would be great. So I just fill this and inverse and merge everything at center, or collapse at center. Then we go to vertex selection mode and snap the vertex again here, cursor to select that, and then we can just set the origin to 3D cursor and everything is fine. And at least we can delete those faces. We don't need this anymore, and everything is cool. And when I go now to side view, I can perfectly rotate this in which direction, whatever. This is actually pretty handy for me. But I'm not sure about this. Probably I want to move this. I guess it's better to move this. So maybe like this. So, and I'm glad that we haven't made the UV layout so far, but yeah. So this is working. Is this working? It's the question. But I think basically it's working. And I will as well check out the locations settings and the rotation settings. I will bring the origin. At first, this 3D cursor should be again at 0, and I want to mirror this as well and set the origin to 0. Sorry. Then I apply everything, rotation and scale. Rotation and scale. Yep. So this is fine, and now mirror modifier again and make it on the other side as well. Nice. nice. So the last thing is only the back part here, which is actually where I need to enable everything or just my concept. And this is as well a little bit of a problem, because when this part is moving, then this will move as well, and this is actually not very good. And if we check out our concept here, for sure there's something like this, but I think is it good if I model this right now, or should I just be, this is part when the animal getting settled to this, so this is part of the animal, and then this will be combined with this mechanism here. But very important is this, there's as well a wooden beam, and as well here, so this is, there's an end piece, and I haven't made this right now here. So again, I'm selecting this, bring this 3D cursor, sorry, the origin is already here, so snap 3D cursor to selected, bam, and just bring maybe this 3D cursor to a higher position, whatever, somewhere here. And then we'll create here another cube. This cube is way too big, so if I'm looking from the front view, this is too big. Maybe like this, and it should be on the x-axis long. Or okay, I need to scale it. So this is just the position or the location, and rotation. We don't need a rotation so far. So scale on the x-axis, and I need to apply this later. Question now is, should this be here, or should it be more like this? I'm not sure. As well, now, okay, the thickness is okay. I think this is okay. The only thing is, I'm not happy with this part here. Currently, I want to have this a little bit bigger. So the dog is on movement again. Or should I just make it like this? So this is actually, this is clean, or some kind of clean, so this is not perfect. I know this. I think it's fine, it's definitely fine, so there's nothing special behind this. The only thing is, I need to check if everything is nicely visible. So there's nothing helping me, so I need to enable, or I need to disable backface culling so that I see where this will stop. Scale X, scale X, so this is fine, and then I just delete those face, this face, and probably where's the second face? Here, this one as well. Perfect. I just will create now the UV layout for this one, because I will duplicate this mesh later. So Control E for the edge tool and mark scene. Then very important is that we have here currently a scaling value for the X direction, and this is bad for all the UVs. If I'm making now the unwrap, so this is, so those, we have squares here, and this is completely wrong. So we need to apply rotation and scale, and then unwrap this again, and you see this is correct. So this is very important. This can be an issue for UVs. If you don't apply your UVs correctly, then your UV values will be wrong, actually, your UV maps. So this should be as well part of the back part. Here, this is fine, and we have here as well the same UV layout. So far, it's okay. And the only thing is we need this part here, and I'm currently not sure. Maybe this will be just coming from here and going upwards and having some this is going to be interesting. This is really going to be interesting. Probably I will maybe duplicate this and scale to X direction again. I don't see anything right now here, but I will select those two and scale to X direction again. Bam. So so this will be the first one, I guess. then I will duplicate this again, rotate on the epsilon direction, 90 degrees. Yes, scale this down a little bit, so don't want to have too much here, and this should be maybe as well on the right side. So if I mirror this, everything should be fine. Okay, let's move it just here. Yes, should be good, and a little bit more to this position here. So yep, and I wanna actually have this like this, so we have some nice geometry here as well, and I like this. I like this. If there's some more geometry, it's not just one rectangle or one cube. So this, we want to create this one. We want to create this one. Bring this down, or let's check it out. How big is this? Maybe I will make it like this and fill it. Then we need as well another one. Okay, first we need to create here as well UVs, mark seam, because if we unwrap this later, then we have spared some time, because some of those wood blanks or wood beams are already laid out, and yeah, if you duplicate it, you can save some time. So yeah, I forgot to put on the light. I'm sorry for this. Alright guys. The thing is, I want to just mirror this and rotate. And the question is this enough? Is this enough? So one. So we have this part here. This part here, and probably we need to make this bigger, like this. Yes, I think this is fine. And yep, I think it's fine. This is fine. And this part is very important for the animals. If you check out our animals in Cortex, they have a very long tail. So currently you don't see it because I removed it here, but this is a very long tail. And oh, I think yeah, here, this tail is pretty long. And I thought about the mechanism how this should work, and I need to use I need to find a solution what to do with this tail, because if it's that long and if it is going to the ground, then it will be probably come under those wheels, and this is bad for the animal and the farmer. So we will connect, or we will save the tail by placing it somewhere here between those between those things here, so we can lie down the tail on this one and everything is fine. This is as well important for the animal. Yes, okay, this is as well fine, and I will just merge those two elements now, and need to find the 3D cursor, and I will place the origin now as well. Save it. I will place the origin as well to the 3D cursor, and now apply everything, rotation and scale, so everything is fine, and the mirror modifier, so we have the same object as well on this side. Alright, and now I want just to duplicate some very small cubes here. I will just select this one, duplicate it, and bring this down. Yes, fine. And now I want to separate this. Now this is an own object. Okay, so we don't need this mirror modifier anymore, so just remove it and it's fine. And we need as well not this and this face, so delete it and go to edge selection mode, and I will just bring this there and this here as well. The only thing is that this is slightly too big, so back to face selection mode, and I will bring this in. Oh, I need to bring this in. Yes, and this side here as well. So I think this is fine. Yes, and this as well, just a little bit more, if it is working or not. So yes. Okay, this is not that easy than expected. I'm not sure why this is currently so strange. Yes, this is what I wanted. So here is the origin. So I bring back the origin to the geometry, and it should start somewhere here, I guess. So this is as well fine. And now, is there a rotation? No, there's no rotation of this axis. Okay. I will just give it as well an array modifier. Not to this direction, we just want to have an array to this. 1, 0, and this is this, and let's, how many do we wanna? Is this, oh, this is too much, so let's use less. I think so the amount of those is maybe too less, so I will add 2 more and reduce the height. So the height, and now yes, this should be working. And now I need to bring it somewhere here, and this should be close. Okay, this is too much, this is too much. So I think something between 1.45 maybe. This looks good, or 4.4 I guess. This is better. And this is okay in my opinion. Yes, yes, this looks good. And now everything is prepared for the UV layout. Very nice, very nice. Let's go to the next step. So we did some UVs already, but there's sure much work to do before we can say, yeah, this is a UV layout. So we just unfold some meshes or some cubes or like this, something like this, but this is way too much, too less. And I want to say my plan is now to assign materials and do the UVs for single cubes, so that we see already, okay, this material is fitting to this one, this is fitting to this one, and so the UV layout will be currently totally crazy because it's not an unique UV layout, so it's just unfolded everywhere around the UV space. And later I will bake everything to one unique UV layout, and this will be the final UV and texture, and this will be exported to Unity later. But now I will just assign materials and do the UV layout, and I don't care about the UV space here. So this will be a unique UV layout, but I will place it everywhere around this, so it just use everything around here. So let's starting with this one, which is selected already. We have here already too many UV themes, so let's check this out. I select everything, go to edge selection mode, and press Ctrl E for clear everything. And now I will just select this edge here, and I feel more comfortable if I use backface culling. This is more, it's better for my feeling what is visible and what not, and which not. And now select mark seam and unfold everything, U and wrap. Very important is if there's no scale around this, so okay, perfectly. And now every single part of this array has as well this UV layout. You see that this is just the same object. Now I will create a new material. I will go here to this tab here. This is material, and create new, and this material will be called matte wood bear, whatever. And select everything and assign this material to this object here. The next thing will be to assign proper material to this. So this is already material, but we haven't adjusted this here. Basically in Blender 2.8 you have this principal BSDF shader, which is as default material, and you can do whatever you want with this, but I just want to have the texture on it, and I'm only using a diffuse texture, so I don't need a normal map or a specularity map or anything like this, or a light map, whatever. So basically I just delete this, and I'm assigning a shader which is called diffuse BSDF, which is pretty simple. You just have this small tiny little thing here, and this is totally fine for me. And the only thing what I need to do here excuse me, I guess I need to tell you first that this is here the shader editor. So this is very important that we just have the shader editor here. So I am working here with the shader editor, the UV editor, and here is the 3D viewport. Those three windows will work best, in my opinion, for creating anything like materials and textures. So Shift A, you know, will be calling up this menu, the add menu, and I'm searching for an image texture, and this is what we want. It is as well here under texture, image texture, so if you don't want to search for it. And then I need to create a new texture. I need to open a new texture, and I go to 2D, and I go to island, and this will help you to find the correct texture. The PNG building base bark, open this. And now we have this here, but it's not visible in our viewport. So the only thing we need to do now is here go to from material to texture, and everything is fine. But this is as well a thing that we have the UV layout, but it's not correctly rotated. So I just press R and rotate it 90 degrees. This is fine. And you see that every single array piece has as well the same texture and the same material. This is probably currently okay, but you see that this is repeating all the time, and this is not okay for later. So I just will give it this texture right now, and now I go back to the array modifier, to my modifier section tab, and apply this. And now we can't adjust those modifier anymore because it's accepted, and this is basically good for us because now we are able to adjust here the UVs again as well. So now you can bring some difference to this cubes here, so that this have not all the same texture. And as well, I think we will make everything a little bit bigger so that we have a sharper texture on this one, so this looks better. Let's continue with this one, and then this one, and this one, so that every single piece has slightly a different texture, and this is fine. The only thing is I don't want to have shadows right now here because it's maybe too big, too dark, and I just using here the flat lightning, so we don't have any lightning information or shadow information here in this scene now. And I can see my texture pretty clearly. Well, so let's go back, and you see, we don't have any light information here or shadow information, and everything is white. And we continue here with this part. We have already here a UV layout as well, and if we check this and we go to edit mode, we see that we have already here our UV layout, but this is not correct. At first I want to apply everything. Apply rotation and scale. Select everything, U for unwrap, and you see that we have two different UV layouts there. The one is this one, the other one is this one. And we can simply just go back here and create another material and go and search for the wood bear, and I'm using this for this one here as well. And again, rotate this piece. Select everything, press R and rotate everything so that we have the correct wood pattern in this direction, and scale it. And you see that I'm out of my UV space here, and I just scale it, and this is more or less, this is a tileable texture, so this is possible for this part here. But later when we bake it, then we can make it unique, and then we can add as well some details or some irritations or some details, or add here some ropes or whatever. Currently it's just important to assign the base material. So we have the basic wood material here and everywhere, and this is fine, and we can continue with details later. Okay, I will just select those two as well and combine them. And now I'm not sure, but I will apply the rotation scale here as well, unwrap everything, and they have as well the correct orientation. We don't need the shader right now so far. They have the correct orientation, and go as well here with new material and select the wood material and scale them up till it's fitting in a nice way. I think this is fine, and we get slowly a nice looking prop. Now this is finished, and we can just merge all of, oh sorry, because there is a modifier, a mirror modifier, and if we want to merge everything, we should basically just apply this modifier and then merge them as well with this here, so we can all merge of this, and we have now this one single object here, and this is already finished. Then we continue with this part here. This part will be pretty same. Sorry. Apply rotation scale, select everything, unwrap, and go to material, select the wood and scale it up. Looks good. I like this wood pattern here. Where was it? This one. I like it. Yes. So this is fine. The next thing, yes, let's continue with this one here. And I need to, I know that I don't have a proper texture for this one right now. So I will just place a default texture to this, and I will design the texture for those wooden beams or these wooden blankets here in the unique texture when everything is done. So I just will place a new material. This is called wooden blankets, and select everything, assign, and currently we need to make the UV layout for this one as well. So I will select our faces here, or our edges here, and mark seam, and this here as well, mark seam, and unwrap, or apply first the rotation scale and unwrap this as well. And you see we have now this face and this face, and they are pretty similar, and we have our very long and thin elements here as well. And how should we make this? I need to create here as well now the new material, and I can just delete the principal PSDF shader again, just search for the diffuse BSDF, connect it, and the image texture. Open which texture do we need? I will take now this here because this is our blankets and I wanna use them here as well. So we have some problems here because we need to rotate them, and okay, where is our face selection mode? I will just select this one and move it at the exact position, then this one, if I get it. Okay, this is wrong. We need to snap along the vertex. So now we have got it. And just select it, and I will. This is not good. I just want to have two pieces, I guess. Two pieces are good. So I will move it to this position and as well untake those vertices. And now the next one. And I know this is now not correct, but I will care about this later. I told you before. So, and I will make this beautiful when we make the unique texture. So this is just the basic texture for it, but it's not beautiful. All right. And the rest will be as well special, because I will take them and make them smaller and just give it somewhere here, because we want to have this in a brown color. It isn't important to give this enough texture space, because this should be just this color here. All right, the next thing is I will apply here my mirror modifier, and this is fine like this. So what will be the next part? I guess I will continue with this one here, and this will be now a little bit tricky because we have two different materials here. So this will be the bare wood texture, and this will be the wood blankets texture. So just go to edit mode and select our edges, where those two materials will hit each other, and mark them as a seam. So this will be bare wood texture, and this is the blanket texture. And again, we will select everything. 1, 2, 3, so that we get single faces. And this will be as well a little bit tricky because where should we cut it? I guess here, here, and here, and as well on the other side. 1, 2, 3. Mark seam, and now everything, and this is strange, and unwrap it, And now we have everything in a nice way, and there's no rotation scale, but just check this again and everything is fine. Well, I want to select now my needed faces. Yes, this is this one, and go to material tab again, new, because this is a new mesh, and I will go with the wooden blankets. The wooden blankets need to be as well like the bottom part here, so this is correct, but we go on with the vertices and push them to the top, then those here as well, and I guess we need definitely go with 3 or 4, but let's check this out. So okay, they are very tiny here, so I will definitely go with 4, I guess. Yes, 4 looks good. 4 looks good. And the rest will be as well, and again tiny, because we just need the base texture, the base color. And I scale it down till it fits to this brown color here, and everything is fine again. So, but we have now here this UVs as well, and they are not properly assigned. So there's just this texture, but we want to have a different one. So I go again to plus and select the bare wood. And we need to assign this here as well, because otherwise it's not correct. So we got it, and now select everything and scale it. And this will be a very long UV island, and we need to compare it with others. And if the texture resolution is pretty much the same than the others, then we can keep it like this. Basically, it looks good, maybe a little bit bigger, and then it's fine. So it looks good, or I like it. Alright, and if everything is working properly, then you can apply this modifier, or you can just keep it like this and disable the modifier later, because we will bake the texture, and basically maybe you want to spare some texture, then you just will disable this texture right now, this side. Then you bake the texture, and then when the texture is baked, then you can duplicate this as well again, because then you're reusing the texture space again, and you don't need this texture space 2 times, because they are pretty similar, and maybe it's not that important that you have some differences in the left and the right side, and then you can spare some texture space. So again, this will be the next one. We have here the mirror modifier and here the array modifier, and we just need to adjust this little blanket here, and then everything will be changed as well. Let's go into detail. Where is this little thing here? Basically, should be this word, or should be this a blanket? I guess I will go with bare wood texture here, because it will give it a better look. So mark scene, select everything and unwrap it. Yes, we have no scaling or rotation values to this one right now, so this is well fine. Select everything, go to material tab, go to plus and select bare wood. And you see that this is, I decided to be bare wood texture because this gives everything a better feeling of this geometry. So if I chose the wood blankets, then this would be, I guess, not the perfect choice. So I think the bare wood texture is a good solution for this one here. And I give it just this texture here, and then everything is fine. Probably we can apply now the modifiers, and then we can give it some differences by the UV space, but I will care about this later, and you saw this already on this part here, so it's fine. I will just join all these meshes now, because in the end this should be just one single mesh, and we can just bake the textures to if this is a single mesh and not a bunch of meshes. So I guess I will speed up the process for you guys, because I'm working with many of those techniques, or I will use this technique to nearly every object. If I find something interesting which is good to know, then I will slow down the process again, and you can follow what is my way to do this. But for now, this should be a little bit more faster. Alright guys, I came to a position or to a part which will be as well very interesting for you maybe. So I thought I will stop here with the time lapse, and yeah, I will tell you now some little tricks here in the UV editor. You see that we have here the wheel ring and the outer ring, and I have two different meshes. The one is the outer ring, which should be iron, and the inner part should be wood. And the unfold process wasn't that good, so there was this strange behavior of the UVs, and I don't like this at all. So what we can do to make this beautiful, because actually there isn't a problem with scale or rotation, and yeah, so the unwrapping process is a little bit weird, and there are as well a correct number of UV cuts. Yeah, I know that there is this strange behavior of this and this one, so this is maybe the reason why this is this irregular form. But it's not beautiful, it's really not beautiful. So the thing what we can wanna do to make this even straight is just select those vertices with the vertex selection mode and go to align epsilon. So now those two vertices are in the same height position, and as well those two need to align X. The same should be with this one, so align X, and probably I forgot currently those vertices, so this and this vertex should be as well aligned to oh, okay, this isn't that good, so I need to just select those and care that this symbol isn't activated, so that I don't move the vertices of the outer ring. This is very important. So align X here as well, align X, then here as well align epsilon, and here as well align epsilon. And now it is important that I go to this UV island now, selected, and this face should be selected. This is very important that this is selected, double selected, yeah, you know. And now we need to right click and say follow active quads. And now everything is very clean and very beautiful. So what does this function do? So we have here this beautiful face, which is perfectly right, a rectangle, and all other rectangles will adopt this form. And even though this have a little bit different form, but this will be adopting as well, because they have all the same parallels. Yeah, you know what I mean. Follow active quads is a very, very useful function. And now this is very nice. And the same is for this form here, but you know, you need, for example, find as well here, align epsilon. Here as well, align epsilon. And this align X. This and this align X, and then follow active quads. Bam, and everything is very nicely. So far so good, and we need to just add the materials right now. So what we're gonna do, again, we go here selecting the iron and assign this, and here we want to select this here as well and assign here the wood bearer material. We need to assign this here as well. So rotate it 90 degrees, and have now beautiful wheels and iron. Let's scale this here as well. So we have the same thing, similar UV texture space for this one. And now we can check this out. And yeah, I'm pretty satisfied with this result. And this was basically the content of this video tutorial. So we made a very we made the rest of the modeling part, and we were creating the UVs, and very important is to set the basic materials for this prop. And in the next part I will continue with this prop, and I will bake the texture, the unique texture, and add details and everything what should be in a unique way, so rope parts and whatever, maybe you can as well as some moss or some hay or whatever. So this was the tutorial for today. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope I see you in the next part as well. Don't forget to give us a like, subscribe to our YouTube channel, check out our other videos, and have a nice day. Cheers!